Ashes is the most competitive series a cricket lover can ever witness. For many who followed the Ashes closely, it is one of the best of all time. It featured a heart-stopping finish at Headingley, along with Steve Smith's sublime form and Jofra's fiery bouncers. It gave nightmares for some players and ecstasy for some others. It ended career for some and made career for some other. But hang on, by the end of this epic tilt, England and Australia were awarded only 56 World Test Championship points each, which is less than what New Zealand and Sri Lanka got for playing a two-match series and winning one game each. By now, all might be familiar with World Test Championship, but for those who don't, let's take a quick tour on how it works. Each team plays 6 World Test Championship series, and each of those have 120 points for grab. That pool of points for each series is divided by the number of matches scheduled. For example, if there are 4 matches scheduled, each game is worth 30 points. And if we take New Zealand and Sri Lanka series, it consisted of 2 matches with each test being 60 points worth. If the match is drawn, then one third of the total match points is distributed between two sides. And if we have a tie, each team will take half of the match points. Out of the 6 series, 3 series are played at home and 3 are played away. So, why did ICC come up with this, though it seems unfair? Why India, Australia, and England are playing more test matches than other teams, which is making them work harder for their points? What do you think are the factors that determine the number of matches to be played in a series? It depends on the broadcaster. If there are good number of viewers who watch TV, then the broadcasters opt to conduct more number of matches in series, as in case of England, Australia and India. So though this competition appears to be flawed in the first glance, this is the best we have. In this video, we will discuss the possibilities of each team in the World Test Championship and also about the Super League which recently kicked off. Here is the recently updated World Test Championship points table. Each team competes for 720 points. The rule is simple. The top 2 teams in the leaderboard qualify for the single test final at Lords. With the current situation, let's predict who are the favourites for top 2 positions. 1. India. India contested for 480 points and bagged in 360. It is left out with 2 series, one with Australia away from home and other with England at home. It might not be possible for India to win all 120 points in series against Australia, but it can take at least 30 points. Even in the worst case, it has home advantage in series with England. So it is possible for Team India to end up in top 2. 2. Australia. Australia performed well in the Ashes and remained undefeated in both home series against New Zealand and Pakistan. In the upcoming series with India and South Africa, due to home and home-like advantages, it has a great chance to gain maximum points from those series. But it has a 2-match series in the Asian subcontinent against Bangladesh, which is difficult to win. But there is nothing to worry for them as Australia could possibly claim sufficient points to stay in the top 2. 3. New Zealand. When I said New Zealand is a possible contender, you might be surprised as it has only achieved 180 out of 360 points it contested for. This is because upcoming 2 series scheduled for it are at home with West Indies and Pakistan. As in the recent past, New Zealand whitewashed India and England on their soil. So it is not difficult for them to claim full points in the upcoming 2 series, which can take them to a mighty 420. But the only thing to worry is away series against Bangladesh as Bangladesh proved to be tricky for non-Asian teams. 4. England. I gave more preference to New Zealand than England because 2 out of 3 of their upcoming series is in the Asian subcontinent and it has already lost 104 points at home itself. The 2 away series are against India and Sri Lanka. As you all know, in the recent past, England always struggled in India and even now, Sri Lanka started to give tough fight for visiting teams. So it is less likely for England to appear in the first 2 positions than the above mentioned teams. The remaining teams don't have a good chance to stand against these teams. Super League. In an effort to provide context to ODI cricket, ICC has announced inaugural Men's Cricket World Cup Super League, which will serve as the qualifier for World Cup 2023. The Super League will be featuring 13 teams in which each team will be playing a 3-match ODI series against 8 other teams, out of which 4 series will be played at home and 4 away. A win fetches a team 10 points. 5 for draw, 0 for defeat. India being the host for 2023 World Cup, it will be given automatic qualification. After the league's conclusion, top 7 teams will be directly qualified for 2023 World Cup and the remaining 5 teams will be given another chance to compete with other 5 teams, out of which only 2 teams will be filtered out, which makes a total of 10 teams for 2023 World Cup. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon to get instant notifications. If you have any suggestions for our future videos, please comment down below in the comment section. Please support us for more exciting content.